Welcome back to episode 5 of the Go Hero Podcast! Derek Ferguson! Derek Ferguson! The main man's here. The hero.
You're crazy people. I can't even get my glasses on by anyway.
You are nothing short of a genius, mate. We're delighted to have you.
Listen, I was lost without you yesterday. What? How did it take so long to get here?
What happened to you? Did your flight get cancelled?
Get off running through that ship hole Amsterdam airport, man. That was a fucking nightmare. As I said earlier, was it last night? KLM? Get it fucking right up, you bastards, man. Fucking hell.
What went wrong? Just delayed?
Everything went wrong. Aye, but it was all the Scottish fans are trying to get their connections. We're running here, there and everywhere, but I've got here, right in the heart of the city.
Yep. This is actually this is Kev's father-in-law's farm. Wee man's naked in the bushes, didn't it?
It's got a Felixstowe roll, hasn't it?
It's a smell of shit, innit?
I see a wee woman running down there. There's a wee running route for us, look.
Wee man's are in for a run this morning. Before we get on this chat, lads, once again we're delighted to tell you that the Euro podcast is brought to you by Ladbrokes. Wow, what a name.
They're brilliant.
Remember to sign up to the 1-2 free game on the Ladbrokes app where you can win £50 cash if you predict 3 scores from the games in the Euros. Link to download in the description box below. Paul, you want to take the next bit?
Aye, not a problem.
Since
You
you're
can also
Ladbrokes
get yourself
ambassador.
a match-free bet to... Oh, sorry, when you go,
Sorry,
take it away, mate.
No, sorry, I killed you. No, you killed me.
Okay, you can also get yourself a match-free bet up to £5 for Scotland versus Hungary on Sunday with Ladbrokes, so get involved if you fancy a free bet for the game.
Have fun as you do, but always remember to please gamble responsibly.
Magnificent. Brilliant Ladbrokes, isn't they?
They have been incredible. Big news for the camp. Happy times. There's another wee nephew in the hotel.
Is there?
15 man out in last night.
Wee guy shouting Uncle John. So the two nephews have became pals. They were out playing all night last night.
Oh, I don't
and it went
like
the adults actually relaxed for the first night.
What one was that? What guy
That's
was
why
that?
we're refreshed.
The wee guy,
with the orange Holland top on.
Oh,
shouting Uncle John. What's the chances?
Uncle Jim.
He's like
Uncle Jim, man.
So you've got his address. You're going to be pen pals today.
Just going to send letters to each other. I try catch up.
Yeah, jog on this morning.
I was doing a very jog this morning.
And Auntie Karen and Uncle Derek got to the night to themselves. How was it in the room? How was it?
By the way,
Last year
I tell you what, a severe lack of pillars in this hotel.
Mate, that's Germany. Germany hate pillars.
What's happening with that?
Innit?
How can you not get a pillar? Man,
We went
the
down-
pillar last night. He's a brilliant roommate. I tell you what, I thought he was exceptional. But
Then I woke up this morning,
and then I didn't realise.
so went to bed at just after 12:30. Derek fell asleep with the music on.
Bit of smooth.
Smooth on.
You loved it, didn't you?
Aye,
Where'd you put the music on the telly?
No, just on his phone.
And it just takes you back on a different song.
What tunes was it?
He's a tune that came on. He's a tune.
We were doing the twist and all that last night, and then
You
there was
got
a
it?
wee slow one, aye.
Like Karen got a slow dance last night.
But he
right.
freaked me out at one point,
How?
because he just went, because I'm on the bed, lying, yapping away, and then you go into the corner,
Aye,
and
there's
you
big
sit in that,
stools.
you're
There's
like
the
a big
big
jolly
stool.
green giant,
Aye,
sitting
sitting
there,
still.
by the way, talking away. I'm going, like, what's he up to, by the way? I thought he was going to attack me. But I was like,
Here's a song. Wait, come on. Here's a song that was on.
it was Bohemian Rhapsody is the one that I just
Aye,
conked it to.
conked it
That's what
to.
puts you to sleep, you psychopath.
It was.
And
And then what ended up happening was,
Is that Aye, but I'd like
wee
Freddie.
man fell asleep, and then Peppa Pig arrived at the room. And Daddy Pig, and wee George, and every other pig in the world arrived at our room. He snored for the minute his eyes shut to 4:43 when he decided to roll over, get up to do the toilet, and he let out the biggest fart you've ever heard in your life.
I apologise.
And then he went back to his bed and I thought, oh, that'll be good.
So your arse was snoring as well?
That was the Chinese last night, wasn't it?
Oh,
what's his pan this morning?
I've never saw somebody so proud.
So happy, mate.
With plates of food. Did you not notice that every time you come back? But was it about the 8th or 9th plate you come back?
Eight or nine.
And it was just a pride in.
We walked up, he ran up, didn't he? Ran up the hill, and then when we got in there, he was sitting in a tray of curry sauce.
Nah, we had. I tell you something.
Three plates at a
your
time.
3 plates and I had.
You think?
Aye,
It was really
definitely.
salty, I thought.
It was very
Really salty, wasn't it?
Talking of food, breakfast has been incredible. Just to show you how good it's been, Kev's got a couple of croissants for breakfast on his feet. Couple of tassels croissants.
Can I dig yous up?
Oh,
Right, apart from you, Why was it like a Scottish gear about you?
See, this is where people didn't understand what we're actually doing here, though. So everyone else is just here having a good time. We're here live shows, mate. All the Scotland gear's kept for the live shows.
Do you think you're a bit too suave?
Too cool for Scotland.
Sexy, aye.
Think.
Come on. Aye.
I know, listen, Derek, you wore that Scotland top nearly every day for 10 days, it gets to stink a wee bit. Aye, got to wrap up a wee bit.
Well, I've got this is my one for way back in the days.
That's a classic.
It still fits you, doesn't it?
But see
machine.
we're talking about, see the strips in this day and age. I was going to wear one of Lewis's, but I can't even get it on.
It's skin tight now, isn't it?
Aye. Back in the day, we all ran about with wee bellies and all that, didn't we? So you need a wee bit of room. So
you're an actual machine.
Yeah,
I ain't a machine. That's
Did you not rest? I thought they'd been a bit rested last night.
Wee man got up this morning. Got the music straight on this morning.
Music again?
Straight on.
I need music, my life.
Aye.
Without music, life is that. I could do away with, I wouldn't want to watch a telly, but I need music, just music. Do you know, I hear music all the time in my head. I hear things in my head all the time.
What's in it now?
In my head, now, there's a bit of George Michael going on. Aye.
Careless Whisper?
No, it's Fast Love.
But if you're looking for fast love in my mind.
How do you know that? Yeah.
George Michael.
I can't tell you how excited I am to see you here, innit?
I'll tell you how excited he is. He went for a run this morning.
First run of the hot since you've been.
Big respect for that.
Well done, Paul. We're all proud of you. Wee nephew, brilliant.
Right, soon the farm event. It was actually around this way here, but see if I'd went that way up there, that's where the city is and all the people are. But I went doing a farm, started going, so. But it's good just to get it done, innit?
Run about with the flag up.
The flag like that, rather than
running, going a jog, with the flag up.
20k.
What?
No way.
20k, wee man. 20k.
You take your scooter.
No, 20k I popped in.
Did you make it?
Yeah,
for you?
55 minutes.
You're off, you know, sinking any more cold ones?
Oh fuck, I'll be back on it today. I've took a few days off, haven't we? We've all took a couple of days off, haven't we? But it's time to get back on it.
Apologies, because I was with a group of boys yesterday in the hotel, and they've been out roughly the same time as you. And
Broken men.
Aye, but all it takes is a couple of beers and
There's no Becks here though.
Stuttgart
hate Becks.
You're missing the bet.
2.5.
Right, Derek, what have you thought of Scotland's performance so far?
just sort of look at the guys with the opening game. Kind of mystified how we went about our business. Listen, of course we're no get the players and we're maybe not at the level of some of the other teams, but what we've got to recognise is Scotland as a nation and as people, I think they're aggressive. I think it's not a bad thing. So we've got to use that aggression, that attitude, and we didn't have that. It's everywhere. There was talk about mixed messages in the first game in terms of they were going to sit up, be a bit more disciplined. I don't think it suits us, and you could clearly see that in the second game against Switzerland. There was a lot of apprehension. Before that game, because they're a good side, but you know, pressing them higher up the park, getting McTominay and McGinn a wee bit further up in support of Adams, and it's just as if Clark says, right, let you off the leash, go and press, go and get after them, and I think we've got to go at full tilt.
It's got to be our identity now, innit?
Aye,
of course 100%.
And it suits the players. I think it suits the players. Just let them go for it. Give it 100%. Listen, we could have won that game, we could have lost that game, but we're still in it. Tomorrow is absolutely massive, and with the supporters, it's incredible. I fear for the women and children of Scotland. All the guys are away, aren't they? It was incredible. See, even getting into Glasgow Airport, 4 o'clock in the morning. Who fucking booked my flight at that time in the morning? Some crazy guy, by the way. Can sit in there, but it was amazing. And then you get here and everybody's going here, there, and everywhere. But
it's busy.
Marcia's in the news. She's in the city centre news. She says,
I know she's told us.
What do you mean?
Me text. That's me here.
Is that it? Is that it?
So
send your location.
See, going back to football, so just let's be aggressive. Let's get after them, and that's the way you play.
Would you make any changes for the first 2 games, for this last game?
No, but we needed wee Billy in there at times, because you need to get that possession of the ball. Of course you do. Him and Cal McGregor in there, they're pivotal to the way we play. And then let McTominay, McGinn, Robertson.
There's been a couple of shouts to a lot of people have mentioned putting McTominay up front and maybe putting Christian there.
About that, just playing him half, Adam, but allow him to get
putting him right up, people
right up top. No, I think he's better just come for a slightly deeper area. Getting on the half turn, and if boys are put into the box, him making late runs. I think that's his strength. I think he's been different class with Man United. No up top, just half it. Same with McGinn as well.
What about you? What have you made the tournament overall so far?
I still think the Germans look solid.
Yeah.
They look
I
really
think watched France-Netherlands last night. Netherlands didn't look up too much. We'd be debating the goal, but
See, Bobby Madden says definite offside.
did he? Aye. Well, that's fair enough. That's a referee's point of view, so we'll take that. But no, I thought France, obviously, I think they're a different side with Mbappe up front, who's obviously been rested last night.
Why was that? Is that for the injury?
I think it broke his nose. Maybe too early for him to dive in, but that's what they got, 4 points, so they're basically through anyway. So they'll warm, and I still think teams like England and that. I think they'll improve as
Do you think England miles off?
No, I think.
How do you improve?
I just think they do.
The manager.
I just think you're not going to improve until you get a new manager.
I just think they do. I just think
But no style of
Could
play.
could that happen at mid-tournament?
Is that
What Billy Dodds didn't they for the last?
We asked a question on the train yesterday. If England sacked Southgate said today and they brought in Guardiola for the week, would he win the Euros for England?
But the
did it with every nation,
talent
didn't
they've got from middle to front is incredible, and their manager holds him back. Two sitting midfielders.
I know, 3 sitting midfielders. Harry Kane.
Mate, what the fuck's going
Go
on?
at him. Do you want to play defence? Do you want to play in front of the back four?
Well, see, players, she's a midfielder. Si, honestly, you'd be chasing them. You say, get up there, he's a focal point and all that. I don't want you dropping them into these wee holes and these wee spaces in there, because they're good enough in there.
I think he gets dropped the next game, Harry Kane.
For Watkins.
Nah, Southgate's not got that about him. Southgate's
No, Southgate would never
See,
drop
see,
him like Kane
see if
on
he
the
wants
team.
something about him and he does make that decision, I think he'll get a wee bit of credit for it.
I bet he's not going to. He's not got the balls to
probably
say that.
won't, but I think he has.
I think it's more likely that Kane would drop Southgate and tell me Stevie Holland to take him in. Rising Kane, no, you're not doing it.
But that's what holds him back.
Aye, 100%.
Definitely, but
How good was it? I know we spoke about the wingers, the Williams and Yamal. Any young winger, go and watch it.
Want to just be positive all the time, mate.
God,
Get
honestly,
people with
they were
quality. But the midfield free for me, incredible.
Rodri, Pedri and the big boy Ruiz, is it?
Aye, good
who's the boy
players.
Williams that played?
Nico
Bilbao.
Williams, buyout clause of 55 million.
Is that
He loves that shout, that buyout clause.
Just get loads of facts in the day after the Hungary debacle.
Aye, the Hungary
55 million buyout clause.
We've got Hungary away. We've got Hungary at the airport.
It'd be amazing if Hungary went, win it. And people just kept playing their clips saying they've got nothing to play for.
I know that was a wee bit. We didn't move
I
on.
was 10 days out. It was
We
a tough day
underthought
for us,
that
wasn't it?
moment. Aye, we did. Aye,
We've went back, we've done Hungary's top scorer in qualifying, Varga.
brilliant, good player.
You've just made up for it with that stat.
No.
That's a worry in it with them, but because they've been so good up until the last couple, obviously.
Well, you said they were your tip for the tournament.
Well, no tip for the tournament. By the way, I thought they were going to be maybe
said
strong
that,
favourites to go to the groups, but so they'll be hurting, and they've got that's a good team by
The way the things are going,
Very.
a win and 3 points might just be enough to get you through in third place.
Yeah.
So this idea of us saying that Hungary are up the road and they're going to play a squad,
just-
a different, that's not going to happen. They're going to look to try and turn Scotland over them and give themselves the best opportunity, maybe qualifying in fourth. But I think if we can, in third, sorry, I think if we can.
And their confidence must be low, Kev. Hungary. They must
Aye,
be
their comms low because they've come into the group having won their qualifying group,
Yeah.
and then they've only picked up, they've not picked up a point, so. They'll be disappointed with that because they probably would have looked at that first game against Switzerland thinking, we can get 3 points and then if we can get something over Scotland, that'll be us. And it's not worked out.
But they never just got beat off Switzerland. I thought Switzerland were a lot better than them in the
Aye,
game.
it's a better team, aye. 100%. I fancy Scotland strongly.
Aye, mate.
Really,
Why?
really
Just
do.
based because of the performance last time, Hungary's.
Aye. I did. The only thing I still would do it, I would go, and I seem to be saying this every podcast, I would be more forward thinking with my team if I was Clark.
In terms of Forest.
Forest
I think it's time for him to come in,
aye. Almost just say, do you know what, you're up and wing back, but I want you to
instead of
play.
Nelson.
Aye. Just
I
for
want
that
to
more
know
forward
what
thinking in
the
the
argument
areas.
would be.
Even though
I
Brian
want to know what the argument would be.
Nah, it's not
No
gonna
giving Forrest a chance.
They'll be defensively.
I know, but we're talking about. We're not talking about some.
Belgium's done well, by the way,
We're not
but
talking about some wee 22-year-old boy that doesn't know how to.
Every time somebody runs, somebody just goes.
Aye, like, we're talking about a wee guy, James,
He
who's
can
played
tackle,
20 odd seasons or whatever it is for Celtic, and at the top level. If he's asked to defend and sitting in a five when they're like, I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing.
I'm not just
But
saying
I just think going
he'll
forward,
know it, Clark,
I know he'll
he'll
know it
know it.
because I know he won't. But
And I get everything that you're saying and what he would give you going forward. They can do that because he's experienced. But Clark's not. He's going to
Because
play
even the
out.
Swiss game when you're one each, right, and there was a period in the second half where Scotland are on top. Is that the time when you go like,
Aye.
let's fucking just go for it,
Well,
man?
well, that's the
or
thing, though.
was the thing of we need to get a point here?
No, but that was the thing though. It was a much better performance, but we didn't create a lot. We didn't. They had better chances in Scotland.
Yeah.
So I do think in this game we're going to need to go. We have to create chances. who do. And so that's why I would go with
Again,
that.
it's a 50-50 game.
It's
It's like the Swiss game. I could have went either way. So, and it's going to be like that against Hungary. Don't dismiss Hungary, because they'll be hurting, because they're used to winning games of football. And they've probably came to this tournament within that group thinking we can get out of there, we can get into the playoff stages. But so don't
Did they play well for Germany?
They did. They created chances.
But Germany was still the better team.
They put balls in the box. They do make chances. Hungary, so we've got to be at it.
Who do we watch out for? To watch the life of Liverpool simpler, isn't it?
Aye, 100%.
Vargas up top, he's
Even
scored the goal.
Vargas decent. No, he's decent. He's decent. He's sharp. He's sharp.
I'm a big fan.
What about in Scotland? Tierney's obviously out. A lot of people say Scott McKenna. You go McKenna over Cooper?
I think I would go McKenna. Because he was the one that came in.
As well.
That's what he does.
Sorry, McKenna, what we got? We're going to go McKenna, Hanley, Hendry, Ralston, the usual.
Robertson
left, and then the three boys in the middle. Billy McGregor, McGinn, McTominay, and then Adams up front.
See with the power, the pace, and just get after them and go full tilt. Just go for it. Don't hold anything back.
And then if we're needing...
See, Adams, alright, he has done a lot of work up there for the last 2 games. Would there be a shout of putting Shankland in?
Nah.
I mean, a lot of work that he's not seen much of the ball, where he has just been chasing back fours. 2 games to do that
after an hour, I would bring Shankland on.
It's too late to win it. They're bringing Shankland on with about 2 minutes to go.
2-3 minutes.
No use that.
Listen,
that's the thing with the Switzerland game. That's the thing with the Switzerland game. You're saying that at that point during the game where we were 1-1 and we were dominant. There's an argument there to say, well, why don't we take Ralston off, put Forrest on? Why don't we take Adams off and put Shankland on? Can we nick that second goal and give a right good chance?
Aye.
But as a manager, you're sitting there with a twister stick. Are you going to be happy? Right. So you've got to be happy with the point that keeps you in a chance of the tournament.
I'd always go and try and win it, would you know?
Yes, and that's where Stevie Clark's got to be brave. Getting into the last half hour of this game, if it's which we think is going to be really tight, you've got to get the guys on the Christies.
Because it does look like some groups 3 points might just be enough.
And they're saying 2 points.
Yesterday, I think it's maybe the results maybe just changed that. There's a wee guy on Twitter does a lot of the figuring out, and
need to get him on
big
here.
up to him because he's been helpful.
We need to get him out here for 10 days and see if he's still doing that after the 10th. Thinking every day. Still want to do that?
I think after the 3 games a day or 2 games, I don't know.
See, can't throw it. He's hiding behind there.
We'll have a right idea of what's going to actually qualify. But if we win the game, we qualify.
He loves it.
He loves it.
Oh no, sorry, didn't get used to
Yeah.
Oh, you might go there.
Predictions, lads.
Predictions, I'm going to go
Put
for...
your wee balls on the line here.
We've not been in the fire.
They've not been any long trips, so let's put them on the line here.
Prediction been good.
Predictions have been unbelievable. Remember Paul the Octopus for... Almost like him.
You Paul the Octopus.
I said he's got Paul the Shetland pony.
Almost like that wee guy. He died right after that. Imagine
He's an octopus side.
Could be the end.
Right, so do you want to go put
That's right after that time, it's too much for him.
But when you do that, you do that. So you do that, that's Switzerland, that's Scotland. You pretend you're Paul Octopus. What are you going?
I know, but I'm changing a bit of Octopus. I'm putting that in the firing line. No, you didn't get
that wouldn't reach any of them, so I'm not going
Do you bury him or do you?
I heard that was starting to attention this morning. I had the rumours. Was it?
The wee man? Aye, he was up for it this morning. He's not been on the firing line or tournament. No, and I have to be fair.
He's had some rest, didn't he?
What a rest, yes.
Unused He's not even been told to warm up. He's back here on the full tournament. He's been roasting his head the big jacket on the full tournament.
Press wanting out now, didn't they? The last game they wanted out to get a wee sniff. But
right, come on, Paul.
I'm going to go for 1-0 Scotland. And I think it might be a late goal, you know that?
I think possibly 2-1 Scotland. I think Hungary score.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, I would go 2-1. I think we just edge it. It's with the punters as well. They'll drive them on, and I just get a feeling
100%
that something will just go for us.
Heard somebody say that before the Germany game, Derek.
I said that.
Paul the Octopus said that before.
The fans will spy Scott to beat Germany.
We need to get away from that now.
No, but
I get the fans are incredible, but it's about what happens on
the pitch, of course, but the fans are just amazing.
No, did you see Piers Morgan praising Scotland fans? They don't want Scotland to go home because the fans are that good.
Amazing.
Do you know, read up on the daily news at home?
He does. He reads the world news every single day.
The big news reader there, man. Look. Big Eamon Holmes, isn't it?
Aye.
Big Holmes.
See, you saying there, we need to get away from that, right?
Oh. So any of the best teams don't got that. By the way, one that fans atmosphere is incredible.
No. Derek, we're all proud to be Scottish, right? Yeah. But when you're standing there the way the Blue Boys were the other night against Switzerland, you can't tell me no listening to the way that our fans sung that national anthem.
Of course it gives you a boost in confidence.
So I'm not saying it's going to see right through the game, but we started far better against Switzerland than we did against Germany. No, of course it is, but sometimes certain players maybe have different. I'm
100% for it. It's an amazing that we've got it, but we need to stop thinking this thing. The fans are going to win this game.
No, they're not going to win this game in Switzerland, but what they can do is they can influence how you are on the park, how you feel. You ever played a game? 100%. You played in a playoff final, right, at Wembley. See, when you were on top and you could hear the noise. What did it make you feel like?
Being honest, during the game,
I believe that. See what Kev said? I believe that. The fans,
before the game,
sometimes
you feel 100%.
You feel that. You feel that. It drives you on. I'm telling you. You feel that. Whatever club you have played with, when you know the fans are behind you and they love the challenge, they love the physicality, they love you giving 100%. That drives you on. You get that. That's what you need to do. You need to feel that. Feel and. Do you not get that?
No, again, even back in your day, probably because it wasn't as tactical now, but football's games are won on what's the managers, coaches and players do on the pitch.
Right. But sometimes I think we just tend to forget a good attitude, that aggression.
The Scotland fans have been amazing for years, so how are we going to qualify for the tournament then? If it helps you that much, and Scotland fans have been amazing for years, how come we're just qualifying for tournaments now?
Good players become even better with that kind of that following, that kind of drive. You feel that.
Ultimately, the players have to do it on the park. They have to be the ones that dictate how that game's going to go. Do we start on top? Do we get an early goal? Do we push on and try and put Hungary to bed? Do we go a goal behind? Do we keep the mindset that we can still do this? Listen, the biggest thing from this whole tournament we take away is that we've got a game that gives us an opportunity to get through the last 16, and that's all we ask for.
Is this the nerviest you'll ever be watching a Scotland game for years?
Aye,
it's going to be.
Definitely. Because you've got to remember, we've never had, we're a generation, me, you, Slaney, we've never seen this, we've never had this. I remember, I think it was Billy Gilmore's dad said that in 1998 he was 17 and his pals said, let's go to France. He went, no, I can't afford it, I'll go to the next one. Well, this is the next away trip. 25 years later, it's mad to think that. So, we've never had that opportunity where we saw loads of Scotland in World Cups or Euros where we're thinking we've got that one game to get through.
Great point, Kev, because I was listening to some of the boys in the hotel yesterday. They were discussing the price of the tickets to get to the game, and that's exactly what they're saying. When is it going to be? When's it going to come in again?
I'll be honest with you, on that price of tickets, we've been checking that UEFA site every day, right? How is it UEFA who wants to be the game for game for the fans be charging 400 quid for a seat?
That's what the boys were.
That's an official ticket site.
That's shocking.
It's shocking.
It's shocking.
Well, obviously it goes for around the world for world football and stuff, but you can't be charging 400 quid for the hard working man to go and watch his team play. I know there's tickets here for 30 quid to go and watch Denmark, Serbia, whatever it may be. That's great, but why can they not all be 30 quid?
I know.
You're right.
German football teams did it, didn't they?
Aye.
No, 20 quid.
Well, travel free travel.
Aye,
I just think it's disgusting.
And the distance
profiteering.
The distance you need to Scotland fans have had to travel is shocking.
It's not just Scotland fans.
No, Scotland's the furthest.
I know, but even so, you think of all the fans. If you go into the Ukrainians that are having a tough time in that, and they're here, and then you've got I just think every fan across the world's the same. Everybody's a hard-working person. Why are you charging 400 quid to put people into a game of football? Wild.
But see the distance between Scotland's cities.
Oh, is that the longest in miles?
The longest out of anybody.
So you're also playing for hundreds of travel as well?
I mean, we went with that train yesterday.
Oh my God.
The trains here have been ridiculous.
What was
the city's the best.
I tell you what, ScotRail's actually better than
do you know what it's like to see when Uber's really busy and they put the charge up because it's busy, you get charged extra for the same journey?
But Germany's a country is amazing.
Shocking. That's why I tell them to cancel it and give me cash.
It's not as smooth as we thought.
But Germany's an amazing place.
Really?
Oh, it's amazing. It's so different, man. See, we came up to Stuttgart, you'll see it in the vlog. It's almost like Rio. So shall we all have Avavelas?
What?
Rio.
It's almost like, what?
Rio.
Where's the beach?
Where's the beach?
Where's the beach?
Is it you talk about beach before you
See when you see there's that hill, a big massive mountain with all these houses on it, kind of similar. But
Well,
no,
then, but favelas are in the houses.
oh, they don't.
What is that?
Favelas, isn't it?
I just mean that look.
That look,
It's beautiful. I'm going to take a wee trip with Dave for it all.
For the favelas. He manages in Brazil.
You take a wee trip through that.
Right, we've touched on it, but we'll go back to England. Where is it going wrong for them? Is it purely the manager?
Purely manager.
Aye.
100%. We've got too much world-class players.
Man, they just scored first, Kevin, and they just sit back.
We
in a
watched
low
it. We
block.
watched it in depth the other night up in Nice at the cafe there, and too many good players. Score a goal, and then England should be going ahead. Because when you're a top team and you're playing against a team that maybe want to sit in, and you get that early goal, that automatically makes the other team, they can't sit in anymore. They've got to commit and play. So surely that then should open up for England to then go and get possibly a second and third. But what England are doing is they're sitting back, like you said earlier, joking on Harry Kane coming back in and being like a midfielder. I mean, he ends up taking the ball in from a throw in,
left back.
tries to switch it over to the right wing, and then gets caught out, and then he's the guy on the centre of the D on the 18-yard box trying to stop the shot going in the goal.
Chase him.
It's actually
right, you
wild.
said.
What does he do? Just want to play centre mid? You
Just wants to be involved all the time.
How do you leave Jack Grealish at home to put on Jared Bowen? How do you have 20, 21,
And by the way,
22 goal Cole Palmer
Bowen gives
sitting
it
on once to put on
Palmer,
Conor
I know.
Gallagher?
Why?
Conor Gallagher's been on twice.
How do you
I
feel
don't
for
know,
the
see
boy
what Conor
Palmer?
Gallagher
How do
gives
you
you.
feel? You're sitting there, you're not even getting any minutes, you don't feel part of it. You know, he's such a talented boy. They've got so much talent,
I know
it's
how he
unbelievable.
feels. He feels like that.
So it's clear to
Such a
see.
talented boy.
It's their manager. Their manager's holding them
But
back.
then you
So
only need to look at
negative.
the interview afterwards, and he says we've not had a replacement for Calvin Phillips. We've been experimenting
Wow.
for 7 or 8 things, and I'm sitting there thinking,
Why would he be playing anyway?
Why you even think about that?
I know.
Why you even think that way? Fucking
See, I was going to ask you, see if you got offered Conor Gallagher to start for Scotland, would you take him?
No.
I quite
Better
like
be Kirsty Gallagher, mate.
Do you think Conor Gallagher's better than Gilmore, McGregor, McTominay, McGinn?
He's as good. I think.
I take
Well, it's
Bernard
just my
Gallagher.
opinion. I think he's as good as I'd take him. The
He
minute,
was
by
getting
the
a
way.
joke.
Conor Gallagher, would you?
Yes, but I just love his enthusiasm for
Endeavour.
them. He can play everything. Aye, energy,
Do you think he's better
drive.
than wee boy Manu? He's not brought on either, he's brought Gallagher on before him every time.
But who?
Manu, for Man U.
Menu's much better as a sitter in there, and he's getting the ball off the defence.
That's who he's bringing him on for Trent, isn't it?
Ah, you're right.
Are you less convinced England to win it now?
Yes.
I still believe that they'll come good. I still just think that they're good players, mate. I just think that you'll see a different. Listen, I could be totally miles off it, but I still believe that good players. I think there's going to be too much noise around that camp that he's
Too
going to
much
have.
negativity.
He's going to have to
around
make
the
a. He's going to have to make a big change. And I think it might be for the good of the setup. I just think that he can't continue to play. For me, I would drop Harry Kane. We watched the game where we brought on Ollie Watkins. He made a run at the channel to threaten him behind. They played the long ball in behind. Ollie Watkins didn't go in the end up. Automatically Denmark drop. Then Bellingham gets the ball, and
great
Watkins
ball.
then makes
What a great ball.
a bendy run, and then obviously I think Ollie Watkins possibly should score. If that then chance comes to Kane, Kane dinks it over the keeper. That's maybe the difference. But they just then it just gets England up the park further. But Kane coming too deep.
That suits the players as well because he want the runs.
Yeah.
You know, Kane's no offering that. Kane's just ambling into wee pockets, and it just becomes like kind of one pace. You need Watkins, the pace and the power.
What do you make of Trent?
Doesn't know the position. Good on the when he gets on the ball, but doesn't know the position at all. Just stood about, didn't he?
So who would you put in there for England?
Wee Kobe.
Who would you put him in?
I love him as a player.
I
really
like
do.
him.
But see, on Ked's point there about England, I get the players, but if they're getting outplayed with Denmark, imagine they come up against a top nation.
See, that's about being good players. I'm telling you,
you,
it just shows you this is how good what managers, how important that is.
100%.
See, this style of playing,
England's got
and
best
again,
players.
they don't know what they're trying to do.
England's got the best players like Foden, Kane, they were the best players in all the leagues. We need a top manager.
Look at Spain, mate. You can see exactly what Spain are trying to do. The midfield
Absolutely
they've
brilliant.
worked on movements, rotation. When Rodri goes here, he moves there, he drops in.
And do you know what I love about him, Si?
England have not got that, sorry.
Spain's mentality, as we're talking about the wingers, that your mouse 16-year-old. There's no this fear about, he's a kid, he needs to learn, you can't put him in there. Listen, put him in. That's what I'll say to him tonight. Put it in.
Your Miles and your nephew, the group into Sven, think they call him your nephew, man. He's so direct,
He's magic. He's absolutely magic.
And again, it shows you about managers, right? The boy Cucurella for Chelsea's been honking all year. Nice style of play at Chelsea. You see him for Spain, Tom?
Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe how good he was.
Instruction and where to be and where to jump when you're defending.
Love Steve Clark with that hair, would you? Cucurella's hair.
Cucurella's hair. See, David, that.
I know.
Day in the
How
morning.
do you maintain that?
Aye, that's class in itself, isn't it?
You going to Stuttgart?
Do you put the shower cap on?
Me? You need to do that now when you go into the swimming pool. Aye, that's a rule. You've got to put a wee. I'm fucking baldy heat and I'm going into the swimming pool with a cap on. What's that like a fucking jockey? Jockey.
What would you need a cabbie to get into Stuttgart, mate? We're going to visit, see the big tower in there.
What's
it called?
Go right up the top of the big tower.
So what we got to do once we got up the top of the fucking tower? Just look.
Stare at each other.
Nah, I'm going into
look over the
two
city.
bars.
Oh, you just got to go to
I'll
bars?
come with you.
Just go to bars.
Why don't we split it up with you a wee bit? Me and you got the
I'm
tower.
going to go and jump out of my bed and catch up with some sleep.
You're not going back here.
The 2 hours sleep, Derek, you're snoring.
Are you going to your bed?
You go back to your kit?
I'm
going in search of pillars.
I'm going to buy a pillow. I'll go to Aldi and get some pillows.
Right, since we've got you, need to ask how is
We need to do
Lewis?
some shopping.
How's he progressing?
Oh, but I was-
Tell a wee story about you being over there with the youth team at
Oh, magic.
No, it was. I wanted to see where he was doing his rehab. Before that, but see the Monday before the Friday game against Germany. It was funny when I got earlier on the Wednesday and just having a wee conversation with him. I was gutted on the Monday because you saw the build up of the players, and it was he had the exact same feeling when I got there, and it kind of hit home that he wasn't going to be part of it. So even strange watching the Germany game. We sat and watched it in the flat. Wasn't a lot said. We were in a wee bit of shock, but we were over there. We went down to the training ground, took us in the rehab places next door. By the way, we are shockingly well behind in terms of rehabilitation. The place was amazing. So he gave us a wee guided tour. There's 2 parts to it. The part that he's in, they only take in so many players because it's like 1v1, you know, so you get that for
You just get a physio set to you?
and that's for like 10 o'clock in the morning till he finishes at 5, 6 at night. It is full on, by the way. And the technology, everything about it is absolutely amazing. So it took us a wee tour of the training ground, again the facilities, but the youth teams were training, so we're wandering about, and as soon as it clocked Lewis, we were just wandering about. You could see some of the young boys a wee kind of, he was going Ferguson, and then the coaches were magic, so they stopped the training session, knock him out, and I was getting choked up. Watching him be choked up and down, they're all Fergie, they all love him to bits, and the wee guy's rubbing his knee and you'll get better, and so he spent a wee bit of time with him, and we went round to the other bit. There was another area where he went round and he took photos and just has a conversation. It's amazing. But see the love, man, and it's like it's magical. It just makes me feel better. Do you know that? But he's so well respected. All the kids and all, it's just magic. This is what we should do back home. Like first team players, they should go and engage with all these youth teams. Just turn up every now and again. Because it's a magic. It was magical to watch that. The excitement and all that. And
you see these kids train away at their academies night after night, you never see a first team player turn up, and somebody just to come along, say hello and think, God, I want to be like him one day. You just need that inspiration.
I don't know. Capitano, and they're cuddling them, and he's cuddling them back. You know, it was brilliant, and it just, but it was just nice to see the training facilities that they've got again.
See on that with the injuries, remember you were injured the first time. I had a physio at Swindon that if you were injured he just send you for a hot bath. Go and have a bath, come back.
It's scary.
Sit in a hot bath, come back. He'd drop your ultrasound and go and have another bath. I'm like, mate, fucking 6 baths a day, man.
And I spoke to the guy that's rehabbing him, and he was going like, he says, he hits his targets and then he'll be back. There's no time scale on it whatsoever, but and I just got a good feeling for the guy, and he was such a, the boy spoke English as well, so I could have a wee conversation with him. So just
it'll be long, Derek, it'll not be long.
No, but we are way behind. I don't think, I can't think of a place in Scotland that's got that.
You go and do 6 hops onto a box and 6 step ups with your calf, and you're like, am I doing this right? Is the technique right? And you're like, oh,
see, that's what it's miles ahead.
See, back in a gym session himself.
She would go to a Friday. She would go to a Friday, and you were struggling a wee bit. They just come out with the Jag cortisone, and they would just stick that cortisone. And if you didn't take the cortisone, you were a wimp. The boys in the dressing room were going like that. Just fucking take a Jag and go on there.
Oh mate, I need to ask you. James Allen for Las Vegas at Falkirk. Do you remember him?
Oh, wow.
By the way, I a few.
Loves you.
Guys. Aye.
Loves you, mate.
So that story, so I tell that story, what he was saying.
So he said,
This is amazing.
used to bring his guitar to Falkirk. Everyone used to slag him,
You hear
right?
this?
And he said you were the main man at Falkirk at the time.
No, it wasn't the main man.
This was his words, mate. I'm not just passing it on. And he says one day he was sitting and everyone was slagging him, saying, fucking rat that guitar. No, he said you came through with just a towel on, which I can imagine you in. And you were like, you fucking leave that boy in. If he wants to play music like that, he says you're cracking at that, pal. You should stick to that. And he says no word I say that inspired me to go and be a musician.
Nothing better than that.
Super
Have you got a music?
Loves music, didn't he?
Aye.
He's Simon King of Scottish football.
He's Simon Kill and Louis Walsh.
No, that's nice. You get a man.
Sharon Osbourne.
When did you have him on? When was that?
We met him at the live show.
We get him on the podcast one night, he was free.
Who did you? What talent judge do you look like? There's got to be somebody.
Oh,
Man.
I don't know. Nobody.
We'll get somebody. Oh,
Right.
Brunion Tolioli. He's on Britain's Got Talent, isn't he? Just quickly, lads, back Conor Barnes thing for Rangers.
Good
Cut to
signing.
Derek last post, Celine, good signing for
Good
Rangers.
signing. You did say a good point though, Will. Is he better than like if you were competing against Celtic? I don't think he's at the same level as your McGregors and Hatatis and stuff, but
Can you maybe get to that
there,
level?
He's
that's
young.
maybe unfair to say that. He probably
See,
could.
again, this isn't disrespect to Lewis, but see
him.
when Lewis was at Aberdeen, if you'd
great-
you'd say is he at the same level as Atati, O'Reilly and
It's great hosting.
McGregor, but they can get there, can't they?
It's brilliant. Aye, you're right.
Playing with better
It's unfair probably to say that the new him. That's still obviously.
Maybe that
you can
move to
see.
the Rangers him hopefully better quality could bring him on.
And I like that he's a good player.
He has a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
talent. Derek, you obviously have seen him more than we have when you're commentating your games. What's your take?
Aye, he's a very good player. He's kind of. He's exactly what Rangers are trying to kind of turn around in terms of the recruitment, bring them in, improve them, and kind of sell them on. Listen, it's a great signing in terms of it's not costing Rangers anything.
No.
The boys, it's
a no compensation.
21s as well, so there's improvement there. And you're right, exactly. See when he comes in and he does play with better players, it'll bring him on. So.
Do you know what I love as well? The fact he was at Kelly Hearts on loan like 2 years ago.
Brilliant.
For any young player, get out and loan
It's
and
like
get playing.
skills as well, isn't it? With Celtic.
Aye.
You know, you look at his story, it looked as if he was going nowhere.
And
He's
VV
at
Darvel,
Aberdeen.
remember he beat with Darvel and you're
Aye.
thinking,
And then look how he's kicked on. So these stories are brilliant. That's what gives everybody
I don't
hope.
spell this always about you being sent there to get and gain experience and get first team experience. That's mainly the part of the reason is, but sometimes it's for me when I did it, it's when you get there you makes you realise what you actually
Kick up
have
the arse. Aye.
at the club you're at.
You need.
Aye. Well, I'm at a big club at Aberdeen. I'm not really doing great. Then you go to a Kilty and although Kilty be well run to their level and the finances that they have, makes you sit and think, this is not an Aberdeen. I need to get back to Aberdeen and maybe put my foot down a wee bit better. That's what I used to think.
That's the exact thing. I've probably told this story many a time. You've probably heard it with Barry at Rangers. No getting into the first team. He was 18, 19, frustrated, talking about wants to leave and all that. I was at Falkirk at the time, so I took him down to Brockville, gave him a guided tour, which took about a fucking minute and a half.
James Allen just sitting on his guitar. Playing one of the songs. He's gone.
Aye.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
So I showed him and I went, right, I says, see when you get into training tomorrow, have a look at your surroundings, have a look who's round about you, and by the way, just get your head down and work and realise what you've got, so work harder to get there. So sometimes that's what you need, sometimes that's why they get put out in loan, for that realisation that you're lucky where you're, so fucking keep the head work hard and dig in.
Bit of bad news at Ibrox Paul.
what's the deal with this? It's been sort of shipment or something been cancelled or?
I don't know. What is it?
There's all sorts of rumours, so I didn't want to fuel the fire, but it doesn't look great. It doesn't look ideal, the fact that it's one thing, it might be another thing, but if Rangers need to play away for the first month, I'm pretty sure Scottish football are trying their best to try and accommodate, but it's no ideal, it's not a good look. It's not a good look for Scottish football.
That'd be a terrible start for Rangers.
It's going to be a terrible start for Rangers. Clement try to build a new team
Imagine
and
you're a
compete.
manager, mate, right?
Aye.
You came into that. Be fucking raging.
It's not-
Many
it's not even-
obstacles put in his way again, that's just ridiculous. That should be sorted. Whoever, I think somebody's been sacked or whatever, but as soon as that season finishes, they're in the work. That should all be done. It should all be like
It's not
clockwork.
even that. If it's the finances, it's going to. If allegedly, I say it's a big problem financially, that then impacts on your playing budget. How many players do you like to bring in? It's a knock-on effect to everyone. Hopefully they can sort it out. And I think Hampden's getting re-tuffed or something. I think Murrayfield's got things on, so I don't know whether they're actually going to play
Concerts
the games.
and all that, so it's It's a shambles, by the way.
Where would they play?
They'll just need to play all the games. I think they should just play their home games
Away?
at their away. There's nothing else you can do. Because you're not going to get...
And then you lose it in revenue. Then you lose it in... Aye, it's
so
madness.
that's why it's a shambles.
It's a shambles.
It should
It's
not
an amble.
happen.
It's,
You know,
Somebody's staying quiet and I just not to upset the Bears.
No, I don't really know much about it, to be perfectly honest with you. Not for me.
You're just purely concentrated on the Euros.
Right on the Euros.
Who's your player of the tournament so far, Paul?
You've got to go with Yamal, 100%. You didn't have him in your team, so tells
Well,
me
you
everything
couldn't
I
even
know.
put a team together. So
Jamal, I'd go for Rodri. I'd go for Rodri.
Nah, safety.
see the boy.
Safety.
Williams, I love...
I'll tell you about the tournament.
I love
This guy
watching
here,
Williams. I love
he's been a genius.
He used to
Nico
be
Williams?
incredible.
Yes, I just
Aye.
love his directness, isn't it?
Yeah, I love
and,
it.
and it's not even he gets
Aye,
the ball
these wingers.
and he's doing all the
Aye,
20
right
step
at him.
overs. He's just that
Looking at
guy,
him.
innit? Kind of all fat. There you go, that's a bit of aggression coming for you, mate.
He's a young slayer, isn't he, Nico Williams?
Another
What was
boy.
your buy, Close?
I got compensation, 150k.
Did you?
Compensation, my
Is that when you got mother at 150k?
Yeah, really the turf.
So he did.
What did you go for two? You're talking
250, aye.
250.
Just a wee bit more than him.
What were you, Kev? You must have went for a few more.
900,000.
900 quid.
900 grand. Best money that Coventry had never spent in their life.
See, the thing is, you don't get anything of that, even that.
Oh, I don't know, Derek.
Did
I
you?
got
Well,
about 15% of that.
Did you?
Aye.
Good deal, you.
Aye, it
Who's
was a
your
good
agent?
deal.
It's a very good agent then.
Ted Lasso.
Right, Paul. It's your turn to play lag breaks. 1, 2, 3!
Oh, I've done the way we can't go back to it. I should have done the way a bit more, but that was good.
Right, Scotland versus Hungary.
Scotland 1, Hungary 0.
Albania versus Spain.
2-0 Spain.
And finally, Croatia versus Italy.
Come on, Italians.
I'm going to go Croatia 1, Italy 2.
Croatia 1, Italy 2.
Yeah.
Just got you two player of the tournament. You said Rodri. Who's
I think Rodri's been good.
Williams, aye. I love the way you've talked about it. I love the way Spain play.
Aye,
They're a
brilliant.
brilliant watch, aren't they?
Clockwork, mate.
But I love when he gets on the ball direct and creates chances. And
The boy Musiala at Germany's been decent as well.
Ah, magic, magic.
he's been
But I'm going to ask you a question.
Go for it.
In the Euros Denmark won, which top player for Denmark missed out?
Laudrup.
Laudrup.
Never seen.
Michael.
Wee man's caught. Don't have a fucking clue what to say.
Michael Laudrup.
Well, I will say that the cameraman beat Slaney at Celtic quiz last night.
Aye.
They cameramen
Huh?
are outrageous.
Right,
by
that's
the
a
way.
question and I'll get to beat the two.
Right, any question?
Any question about football and I'll beat the two of them. This will be brilliant if I win here in front of the people.
Put us on the spot to come up with a question.
Come on,
quick.
wee man.
Okay, ready? First one to name all of Lyndon Dykes' clubs.
Queen's Park, Livingston, Queen of the South.
Never played for Queen's
Livingston.
Park, wee man.
Queen's Park Rangers, I mean.
Never.
Queen of
Alright.
South, Livingston.
Queen's Park Rangers.
Queen's Park Rangers,
Livingston,
aye.
I've done it.
You got that?
Queen of the South, aye.
You're right.
You're right, big man, no?
I'm just trying to think of the Australian team he played for.
And by the way,
No, I get
No, I didn't play
he's
either.
another one. Queen of
Melbourne
the South.
Victory.
See Lyndon Dykes at Queen of the South. I watched quite a lot of him. I can't believe some of the bigger teams never took a chance on him. And that was Martindale that kind of.
Do you think we're missing a wee bit of Lyndon Dykes in
Aye,
the style
yes.
we play up here?
That's why I think that's why people are saying McTominay up there a wee bit
Aye.
more.
Physicality.
Physicality.
You need that. And it's the way it's panned out for him, you know, getting injured so late on. So, but fair play to him. He's out with the boys. I think he's doing a wee bit of media
Media
work
and
as
stuff,
well.
aye. He's a sound big guy.
And we met him, good lad.
Hydro,
isn't he?
sound
And I
guy.
only spoke to him about 2 or 3 minutes.
Grant Hanley's former club.
Norwich.
No, he plays for Norwich. Former club.
Queen of South.
Grant Hanley
Oh, Grant Hanley. What, former club to where?
before Norwich.
Before Norwich.
To where he is now.
You love a
Question.
quiz, didn't you?
He's no front. Is he from Dumfries, isn't he?
Yeah.
See, sometimes you're just relaxing. He just
not
shouts
too
out
much.
something, didn't he?
You're not fighting
Blackburn. Let's go.
Wait a minute.
What's
Got
Blackburn?
one. 2008 and 2012, Spain won the Euros. Who were the two teams they beat?
In
Holland.
the final, Holland and
Holland was World Cup, try again.